right now. If I wasn't willing to take a chance, you've got to be willing to do that. You've got to believe in yourself. I was doing work for a major corporation, and they were having a major downsizing. That's another terminology for major firing. And so the people that were working there, they approached them and said, listen, you are eligible for early retirement. We will give you a buyout package of $300,000 if you take it within this time frame. However, after this time frame, when we have the downsizing, you might be among the people cut, and you will lose all of the benefits that we're talking about right now. And the most you can get is 2 weeks severance pay. Ladies and gentlemen, only 50% of the people that were eligible took this. Let me tell you something. If I'd been there, I'd have gone to ask for your check. Listen, Mama told me to get his check. He's home with his mama. I would have taken that money so quick and they had other people's check. They said, let's get your check. See, ladies and gentlemen, life is too short. Trying to plan things is too short and unpredictable. Being miserable. It's too short for that. Here's the thing. There's no safe position in life. Let me tell you what, the quiet secret that most people don't realize. You can't get out of life alive. Hello, you can't get out of life alive. So there's no safe position. You can die in the bleachers or you can die on the field. You might as well come out of the field and have a good time. So if you want to make this your decade, you've got to decide to be bold. So you got to be bold in life. You got to take life on. I remember I was at a major corporation. I had to give a presentation, and there were two guys sitting across from me, and the guy said to the other fellow, looking at the last two finalists, that involved my firm and their firm, said, listen, looking at the credentials, that doesn't have any credentials. We have an advantage here. We've got 2 PhDs between us. I got up and I went to bed and started talking to myself. I said, Les Brown, what do you care about their 2 PhDs? You have 6 children. And my mama would take care of them. And I went in that meeting, and first of all, I went in walking bold, looking good, feeling good, and smelling good, all right? And I got across the table, we started negotiating, and I operated a spirit of absolute certainty. I looked at them as if the only reason that they were born was to give me that contract. They survived 1 out of 9 million firms to carry out this transaction. And I got the contract. Hello. So you got to try to be bold. Most people go to life trying to creep. No. Trying to be casual about it. No. You go through life being casual, you'll end up a casualty. No. You've got to be bold in life. You've got to take life on. Now here's something. You've got to be bold in life. You've got to take life on. Now here's something else. You must be positive. See, a lot of people, when things don't happen when they want it to happen, they become negative. And they turn out and start projecting a lot of negative energy. No. You've got to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to be positive. Because, see, when you know within yourself things are going to work out for you, when you know within yourself that some way, somehow, you're going to make it, and these are just some of the hoops you've got to flip through in order to get there, it's okay. I have a friend who went to get a job, and the people in hiring me were so negative. Well, what the hell with you then? Wait a minute. They just don't have a job today. Don't burn your bridges behind you. Don't talk about the guy's mama. Come on. All right. Now, here's the last thing. If you want to reach your goal and have a competitive edge, you've got to be hungry. A lot of people love me to tell this story. When I got out of school, my first major goal was to buy my mother a home, and my hero in broadcasting was my hobby, and I wanted to become involved in broadcasting, and I loved the disc jockeys that were on the air, and I wanted to become a disc jockey. And Mr. Washington said something to me that I'll never forget, who was my mentor in high school. When the young is this quote, it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. See, so I started working I was working on Miami Beach at the Fontainebleau Hotel at the time. Jackie Gleason and the June Taylor Dancers were famous. And my favorite program on television, most people would not remember, John Beresford Tipton. Hi, my name is Michael Anthony. I have a check for $1 million. How many remember that program? Right? A millionaire. That was my favorite program on television. You know, this was my fantasy, you know, and every time we would drive from Miami Beach, I would fantasize, that's the house, when I get $1 million, I'm going to buy my mother that home over there. So that's my fantasy. So I went up to Mr. Butterball, and he said, do you have any radio experience? I said, no, sir. Do you have any background in journalism? I said, no, sir. I said, but I can never get experience if you don't give me the opportunity. I've been practicing a lot. He said, I'm sorry, we don't have any job. I said, thank you, sir. He didn't know my reasons for being there. My reasons, I wanted to use radio as a means to earn money to buy my mother a home. I went back to the radio station again. I said, how you doing, Mr. Butterball? My name is Les Tron. I know your name. Didn't I just see you yesterday? I said, yes, sir. I said, y'all have any jobs here? Didn't I say yesterday we have any jobs? Yes, sir. But I thought maybe somebody got fired or resigned. I don't know, sir. I went the next day. How you doing, Mr. Butterball? He said, yes. And I just didn't make it personal. How you doing? So y'all have any jobs here? Didn't I just tell you yesterday, the day before, we didn't have any work? Well, I thought maybe somebody died, sir. I didn't know. I went the next day, showed up like nothing was wrong, like I saw you for the first time. How you doing, Mr. Butterball? Y'all have anything? He said, boy, make yourself useful. Go get me some food. I said, yes, sir. See, anytime when you want more, you got to be willing to pay your dues. So I became their errand boy. I would get their lunch and their dinner and all kind of food for them. After a while, I would take the food to them in the control room, and I would not leave until they would ask me to. And I'd watch them working the controls, and I'd memorize their hand movements. And pretty soon, they would trust me with their cars to go pick up entertainers that came in town. Entertainers like Sam Cooke, Diana Ross, Supreme, the Four Tops, the Temptations. I would drive them all over Miami Beach in the disc jockey's car. I didn't have any driver's license, but I'd drive like I had one. Finally, one day I was at the radio station, and a guy by the name of Rock was drinking while he was on the air. It was a Saturday afternoon. I was the only one there. None of the other jocks were available. And I was looking at him through the control room window. And drink, Rock, drink. Drink, Rock. I was going to get him some more if he'd asked me. Drink, Rock. Pretty soon the phone rang with the general manager. I said, hello? He said, Les, this is Mr. Clyde. I said, I know. He said, Mark can't take this program. I said, I know. He said, did you call one of the other DJs to come in? I said, yes, sir. I hung the phone up. I said, now he must be saying I'm crazy. I called my mom and my girlfriend, Cassandra. I said, y'all come out on the front porch and turn up the radio. I'm about to come on the air. I waited for about 20 minutes. I called him back. I said, Mr. Clyde, I can't find nobody. He said, young boy, do you know how to segue the records? I said, yes, sir. He said, go in there, don't say nothing. I said, yes, sir. I couldn't wait to get behind those controls. I put the headphones on. I said, look out, this is BLB Triple P. Left on your platter playing papa. There will not before me, and there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and only. Y'all been saying my love to mingle, certified, qualified, dutifully qualified to bring you satisfaction, whole lot of action. Look out, baby, I'm your love man. I was hungry. Feel better when you are able to have charge of your destiny. Doesn't it? Give you a good feel. You can give your choices. You can do more things. See, my first major goal was to buy my mother a home. I feel like Abraham Lincoln, who said, all that I am and all that I ever hope to be, I owe to my mother. And I said to my mama one day, Mama, when I become a man, I'm going to buy you a home. You won't have to go to work every day. You won't have to work. You can sit down, Mama. She'll get up, get dressed, and go to M&M Cafeteria. As I was following her around, I said, watch, Mama. One day, you won't have to leave and go to work. No more raining outside. You won't have to go to work in the rain. You just do what you want to do. Like stay home and 6 weeks. My mama fixed the kind of sweet potato pie you can't eat with your shoes on. You have to take your shoes off so you can wiggle your toes, all right? But that was my dream. That was my passion. I saw that, and that drove me. That was my reason for being. So one of the things, in order to make this your decade, in order to reach your goals, you've got to find some reasons that make you whenever you decide that you want to go to a double vibration, it's like when you get into an airplane. The first thing they say to you is what? Fasten your seatbelt.